Oh, what has become of the old liars all? Julian and Manley and Frankie and Paul, down at the co-op when fish weren't so few. They'd lie through their teeth and they'd swear it was true. On warm afternoons in the summer we'd go with handline and bucket to the harbor below, to the dock with the rope and the chains and the spars, where the weathered old plank smelled of bait and of tar. The fish house was piled high with old fishing gear and a sign that said something about all the bull here. In a big leather armchair, a white-haired old man would give us a soda and a handful of clams.
Oh, what has become of the old liars all? Julian and Manley and Frankie and Paul, down at the co-op when fish weren't so few. They'd lie for their teeth and they'd swear it was true.
Sometimes there were others who sat in the shack just telling us stories of fishing way back when the weather was better or worse than right now. They always would say it was bigger somehow. They'd tell of the days when they hauled traps by hand out in their dories away from the land. In the winter they'd row till their hands would turn blue, and some of the stories you knew could be true.
Oh, what has become of the old liars all? Julian and Manley and Frankie and Paul, down at the co-op when fish weren't so few. They'd lie through their teeth and they'd swear it was true.
But then they'd continue with never a smile and tell of the day when they rode 50 miles, blinded by fog banks and capsized by storms, then rescued by mermaids with gold on their arms. Then there was the one about the fisherman's ghost, doomed to eternity cause of a boast. His coming would warn all the sailors of gales. The wilder the weather, the stranger their tales.
Oh, what has become of the old liars all? Julian and Manley and Frankie and Paul, down at the co-op when fish weren't so few. They'd lie through their teeth and they'd swear it was true.
Then we'd run down the gangplank and bait up our lines and drop the weight down where the flounder are fine. We'd wait for that tug that sometimes never came, so we'd go up and bother the old men again. Well, now that they're gone, I feel empty inside, though people will tell me their jaw was all lies. Their tales were as true as the tide and the breeze. My children will never hear stories like these.
Oh, what has become of the old liars all? Julian and Manley and Frankie and Paul, down at the co-op when fish weren't so few. They'd lie through their teeth and they'd swear it was true.
The old liars.
All right, thank you.